Victoria Findlay Wolfe is an international award-winning quilter, known for her designs which portray a sense of old-school comfort while breaking the boundaries of contemporary design. They have elements of tradition, but with a twist, like a dissolving double wedding ring or a photo of her hands right in the quilt as part of the story. She trained in Fine Arts College as a painter who also sculpted and loves photography, but quilts have become her greatest passion. Victoria, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brandy. I'm very happy to be here. In college, when we had homework assignments, of course, you're always trying to be different. You're using the different skill sets that you have to accomplish a project. And I made a quilt. And unbehold to me, I didn't know it was going to cause a big flurry, but it became this big class discussion about whether or not quilting and textiles had a place in an art school. Like, was that art or was that craft? And I really, really find that ridiculous, because that's a conversation that's been going on for like over 500 years, from artists and artisans. The definition of art is actually, constructing something that evokes an emotion.
Mhm.
So that pretty much sums it up to me. I mean, I make quilts to provoke an emotion, mostly my
Absolutely.
own emotion, because I'm adding my own stories to them. But
Yeah.
you cannot tell me that a quilt does not provoke an emotion. So I just don't think that's a conversation we even need to bother having anymore about whether it's art or not, because it's art. Quilters have to take that value
Yeah.
of their own work first before that can bleed out into the community, right?
Yeah.
It makes me think of something that my grandmother said once. She made one of her scrappy hand piece quilt tops for all of her children, and then she did one for all of her grandchildren. They were very time consuming. They took her a long time to make. But I remember that when she gave one to her son, who raised thoroughbred horses, and found out that he used the quilt out with the horses, she was like, well, you're not going to get another quilt. But at the same time, if someone ever said, oh, that's a really beautiful quilt, she would also say, oh, that old thing, like, that's just all a
Yeah.
bunch of scraps. So
Yeah.
that sort of double standard to it, about the valuing your own work. You've got to
Yeah.
take value of your work, whether it's sucked or whether it was fabulous, right?
Absolutely.
Sure.
And if you head on over to the Quilter on Fire YouTube channel to watch the trailer, you'll see what I'm wearing. Sass Boutique is dressing me in style for the podcast trailers. This super comfy top by Angela Mara has frayed linen textures and a little sequins and bling. It comes with a scarf and a necklace. If you love this top, you can pick up the phone and call Sass Boutique to order it today. 250-494-1677. Sass Boutique, an excellent selection of contemporary and classic women's boutique style clothing. And we are back. So, Victoria, let's talk fabric design. So, when did you start designing fabric?
Well, that's a good question. I think my first collection was 2013. I don't know how many I've done, but I've done quite a few collections of fabric. And I have a new line that'll be coming out, shipping to stores in January with Free Spirit,
Okay.
called Night Fancy. So that'll be something for y'all to keep an eye out
Yeah.
for. And of course, we'll have it at the website.
Did you like this trailer? Click on the link in the description below to listen to the full podcast.